And so the road walk has begun. But if it's road like this, it's not going to be too bad. And I think most of it is. We do hit a busier section of road about 12 miles in today for a little bit that takes us up by I-10. And I think I get within a half mile of a Wendy's and a travel truck stop. So probably be making that little detour. Outside of that, my plan is 25 miles today. There's a Baptist church where you can set your tent up out back. So that's my plan right now. Camping is obviously a concern when you're on the roads like this. So also 2 other Baptist churches before you get to that one that will allow hikers to camp and allow hikers to stop and get water too. So I probably will be taking advantage of the water portion of that. But anyway, it's supposed to be a beautiful day. Fog's going to burn off a little bit. And it's going to be a high of 76 and sunny, I believe. So back later. Yeah, and a little recap on the Swanee River section. The scenery was absolutely beautiful through there. It was kind of just marred by how tough the trail was and how tough it is to follow. Basically, the trail's been, I would say, probably 50% is not on the original track. It's going around blowdowns and things like that. And they've done a great job clearing it and giving you a path. But I just don't think there's enough foot traffic to beat that path in. It's probably going to take years for the trail to return to what it was. So, you know, we'll see how things go. But, you know, it's definitely worth doing. I mean, I would probably favor Aucilla is the best like week-long hike on the trip so far, and I probably still would. Although the Swanee has got probably better scenery. But I think the trail would be a little bit frustrating for a lot of people. But anyway, both sections are awesome, but just something you got to deal with out here. The 2 turkeys in the road up there. I think they figured out who I am yet. Well, my sand road has transitioned into blacktop, but at least there's not much traffic, at least yet. All right, it's about 11 a.m. and I've reached my first water stop at the Midway Baptist Church. So I'll be stopping here for a little water. All right, I'm off trail again. This time I'm heading right under I-10 to, well, I know there's a McDonald's up there. I can see the Golden Arches. So, but I think there's a Wendy's and a truck stop that I'm going to go into here. So, back in a bit. Well, it's about almost 3 o'clock. And I had a really good lunch there at Wendy's. And just a little bit of resupply from the store, just a couple things to bring my food level back up a little bit and back on the road. Really don't know how many miles are left. I haven't looked in a while, so, but hoping to get to that church at 25 miles in, you know, by 6 o'clock. Shouldn't be a problem. Probably be there earlier, but we'll just have to see. I'm just taking my time, enjoying the country roads. All right, it's 5 o'clock. I've got less than a mile to go, 0.9 to the church, and we'll see what that's all about. There wasn't a number I could call or anything. I tried to call the number and it said it was disconnected, but from my comments from other hikers, it's fine to go there. So we'll see what I get into in a couple of minutes here. Back later. All right, good morning. It's Thursday, March 14th, and I'm just getting packed up here. I camped right over there in the grass, and this is the New Home Baptist Church. So they were great to me last night. They actually fed me dinner, which I wasn't expecting, but they had a Wednesday night service, and people brought in dinner for it, so they invited me over for that. So That was pretty cool, and it may not show it in this video, but it's really foggy, and just sort of waiting for some of this fog to burn off since I'm walking on the road here. So be at it shortly. I'm trying to get 28 miles today, which will get me through the road walk. So back in a bit. All right, I'm about a little over 9 miles in. It's about 10:40, and the road is turned back to sand. So it's really not that bad of a road walk when it's like this, and just pretty much country. Been a few houses here and there, but since it turned to sand, not many. But anyway, going good, and be back in a bit. Hi, cows. How are you? Enjoying this beautiful day, aren't you? It's a beautiful day out here. This is a rather famous spot on the Florida Trail. A random Pepsi machine. Don't mind if I do. It's on too. See what this guy's all about over here. All right, it's about 1:30. Just finished up lunch, and I got a couple more miles to go to the next Baptist church to get some water. Although look at that, a little cypress swamp right there. I could get some water right there. It's running too. And when I checked at lunch, I had 8.9 miles more of road walking. So, and then I think when I'm done road walking, I got another 3 to where I'm going to camp. So, approximately. So, see how it's going. But so far, going good. The road turned paved for a little bit, but then we turned back off onto another gravel. So, not bad so far. All right, made it to the Mount Gilead Church, and this is where I'm going to be able to fill my water up. Continue the road walk. Just got to find the spigot. All right, it's been one long hot day. It's 4:15 right now, and I'm happy to report that road walk is history in the books. 48-mile road walk done. That was a bit of stress, but happy to have that baby behind us. So now I'm going to be hiking along the Aucilla River, I believe it's called, tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get there today or not. So I've got 25.5 miles in right now, and the first campsite is 2 point something away, and that's where I'm planning on staying. It's early enough I could do a couple more miles if I wanted, but I just don't know. We'll find out when I get there. It's back the Aucilla River, I believe is how you pronounce it. I'm not sure what I was saying earlier. And I guess the one thing cool about this river is at one point, I guess it's fairly decent sized river, and it like totally disappears underground. So I'm not sure we'll be able to get in any perspective to show that happening, but apparently that's what happens to it, and then it appears again further on. So kind of interesting, but hopefully we can get part of that on video tomorrow or something. We'll see. Oh, regular trail again. Feels so good. Well, I reached where I was gonna camp. Here's my first views of the Aucilla River. Beautiful. So I think I'm gonna go just a couple more miles. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, the trail just follows right along the river here. Pretty cool. All right, the river's right there. The sound of a little rapids. This is not really a campsite, but I'm gonna put a tent right over in there where it's kind of flat and call it a night. 30 miles. I'm ready. Back in the morning or later possibly. All right, good morning. It's Friday, March 15th, and just getting packed up here. Starting to get light out. The river running through over there, and ended up being a pretty good night, pretty good spot for the night. So glad I stopped here. But anyway, gonna have some breakfast and be hiking. My goal today is, I think it's like 15.5 miles to JR's store. And I'm going to be getting a ride into Tallahassee and off trail again for a few days. I got to be home for some business on this coming Monday. So this, I think, was my last opportunity to get off trail before then and be able to get home okay. So that's my plan here. That'll leave me with a bit left to finish, like 130 miles or something, but I'll come back to do that very soon. So I think it's going to be a beautiful day today, high 82 and sunny. So back in a bit. Well, I have to say, this is just one really cool looking river. Okay, this is pretty crazy what I'm about to show you. All right, we've been following the river. You've seen it, it's a big river. And comes to here. And you have to forgive the trash, but it is Florida. But the river disappears. It goes underground and it is gone. I mean, and I'm not talking like a little creek here. This is a full-blown river. Gone. And now I'm literally walking on top of the river. You can see right there where it disappears. I'm actually walking on top of the river. Pretty crazy. And then with the river underground below us, there are a few spots here and there, these sinkholes where the river is exposed. You can actually see there's current going on down there. But it's like these rocks down to it, and you can actually see some debris here where at one point in time the water was probably up here flowing down into this. So pretty cool. Another one of those areas where the river exposes itself for a brief moment here, but you can definitely see the current is still in there. Now check this one out. I don't know if it shows up on here, but it's like straight down, like 15 feet. You fell in there, you better be pretty good at climbing or good at treading water. One of the two. Check this out. This is one of the bigger sinks. And you can definitely see, looks like another one's joining over there. I don't know, maybe the river's moving back above ground here. I don't know. Yeah, and it looks like the river's back. Maybe not all of it yet, because it doesn't look that big. As big as it was. So maybe there's a little bit more to join it yet, but it's definitely back. And I'm on the other side of it, so hopefully I got a bridge. Because I know I'm not supposed to be on this side of the river. I don't want to have to swim that. Yeah, I guess that was just a bigger sinkhole because the river totally vanishes again right here. And check this out. Just like that, looks like it came out of a couple of those longer sinkholes, and the river is back. Yeah, the river's kind of continues to come and go. This is actually a sinkhole, and there's some really big ones, and then the river will be totally gone again. So pretty neat. Not sure when we get it back for good, but I hope I get to see it when it comes back. Yeah, sometimes you're just walking along too, and spots like this, whoa, probably didn't show up on camera, but that's like 15 feet down there, straight down. And I think the river's back for good this time. Pretty cool area though. Yeah, this Aucilla River section, that was really cool. I'm thinking it might be one of my favorite sections of the Florida Trail so far. Pretty neat. And it doesn't hurt that the trail is also very nice. All the way through there, well maintained, no blowdowns, just a great walking little trail. Which is surprising really, because the whole area, I guess, was underwater only like a month ago, so it's pretty cool here. Look at these stones I gotta go over. I think I'm back on the Appalachian Trail here. Pretty crazy. All right, back later. All right, I'm gonna wrap up this section here. I got about 4 miles to go, but it's all on road here. So then I'm gonna be at a place called JR's store, and it's mile 752 on the trail. So that's gonna leave me right at 130 to go. So I'll be back a few days or a week or so and knock that 130 out. That's my plan right now. So anyway, back later.